Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And today, Beanhole Bandit is back. Tier 10 Bat Chat 25T. Used to be the terror of the game. I don't know, it was maybe 6 years ago at this point. Could be longer, but when the French line came out and the Bat Chat showed up, it was the absolute terror of the game. All the best players raged around in Bat Chats, tearing things up. But as with most tanks, it has been power creeped the longer it's been in the game. But still, it's got that massive burst potential, although it takes a while to get all those shells down range. And he is in a top tier battle, tier 10. That's always a nice thing, so you can see some big games come from something like that. And we're just going to do a first look. I have not seen this. I've seen the result, so we're going to hang out back here. I was really hoping that it would just be him raging through and clipping out things, but it looks like we're going to hang out in the bushes here a little bit, see what we can do. A couple guys went down south. Decent number of them went up north. I rarely go up north, so this will be interesting to see how this is played, because I don't know if I've ever used this position ever. But it looks like Bean has, and he's busy knocking trees down, making sure that his nest is ready to roll. It's an interesting choice. He's kind of playing a little bit of a TD, a little bit of an auto-loading TD with the Bat Chat. Doesn't have the greatest dispersion, so now we're going to leave our nest. Maybe he was prepping it for later. Looks like he's going to react down to the south potentially, as he only has 3 tanks down there. And nothing really is going on in the north. Got some TDs sitting back here attempting to shoot down into the factory. And he's got quite a few guys in the factory. So definitely looks like they need a little help down here. So here goes Bean taking his Bat Chat TD 25T. 25 TD, is that what it is? Are we going to have to scoff Beanhole Bandit and his TD action in the Bat Chat? Based on the result, it's probably not wise to scoff it, because we're going to have a pretty good game here. We got some trees we got to get rid of, so we'll knock those down. We'll add to our 60,000 total. I don't know if he's maxed out his tree knockdown yet, but that should help out. Here comes a 432, and yes, so the enemy has pushed pretty hard down here. Bean looks like he's trying to get around and help them, but it's not going too great. The 40T is dead. The defender's getting artied, and Bean is back in some bushes back here. It's pretty typical on this map. When they win the south, they'll push in. The defender is being the canary in the coal mine right there. Hopefully he doesn't move up too far. Bean's looking for a shot. One thing you can't really do with autoloaders very much is knock buildings down to get better views. Problem with that is once you do that, this thing has a really long reload, so it will take a while for it to get back in the game. So a couple of those buildings might have been nice to knock down just to see if he can get a shot, but he avoids doing it. Now he's actually pushing forward. A couple of these guys are hurt, so he might be able to jump on the super and take this dude down. This is where autoloaders shine. Near deads like that, they're able to pop out, take them down, and finish them off. And then we're going to come over here and put our shots into this dude. There we go. And we're down to 2. Oh, this guy's going to come out again. Oh, dang it. Maybe one more shot? Nope, we've gone to a reload. So the defender does a pretty good job using his armor and hit points to stall them a little bit. Bean's able to get in there and do a little bit of damage, up to 717. But he's going to bail out. This is the other thing you want to do with autoloaders, especially lightly skinned ones like this, is ski-daddle. When you've clipped out and you have no friends, he has no business hanging out there. Look how many red tanks are down there. So this is one of those fairly obvious times in the game when you can, pretty much anyone can tell it's time to run. But that's the kind of thing you're looking for. How many allies do I have? What's my tank? How do I leverage the strength of the tank? And clearly he didn't want to get in there and start mixing it up with a 5120, a 1390, a Grill A, etc., etc. His team is losing 3-6, so things are not going really great. Based on the damage that's done at the end, Bean has a lot of work to do. I'm feeling like we're going to have... Are we going to end back up on the nest that he made? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Ah, that coffee's nice. Coffee is nice. Here comes the 4202. Now the T49 is doing a smart thing there, hanging out in the bush up there, lighting things up. Oh boy, that got him lit. This dude wants a piece of him. And he does get a piece of him. Now we got to get moving, because there's a lot of tanks down there. Ouch. How did he get there? How did he sneak in? Did I just miss that he pushed in while we were staring at the 4202? That was a major bummer, and the T49 has buggered off. So now it's just Bean. This defensive position, there's one on each side on this map behind the caps, and they're pretty good. The problem with them is that there's so many bushes. If they come from the south, they can really creep through those bushes for a while, and it's very difficult to see them until they proxy light you, and then you're lit. So even if you're nice and bushed up and you've got a scout, oftentimes if somebody moves in there moving at a good clip, you're not able to either kill them early enough, or they're already on top of you with a proxy light seeing you, and then everyone and their mother is shooting at you. Because as you can see, there's a ton of guns down there in the south, and things are just not going great. It is now 4-8. There's another big kid. I don't know, can you fade back into the bushes there, Bean, and maybe get some shots? This is very gutsy right here. Very gutsy, because, yeah, I figured he would get seen doing that, but he nukes the 5120, and for some reason, the rest of them are not ready to get those shots, and Bean ski daddles out. So another little assassination attempt there, successful assassination by the Batchat, and Bean is moving ever so closely to the nest he created earlier. Was this a 200 IQ move, or are we never going to get back to the nest? I don't know. We have 9 APCR. This tank uses APCR as the standard. Is it AP? Yeah, I believe it is APCR, right? Not the gold APCR, but APCR nonetheless with 259 pen, which is pretty damn good, really. Penetration for a medium for standard rounds. And then the heat is going to jack it up to 330, which is enough to deal with pretty much everything we got left, actually. So we've only got an E75 right there. And the E75 is pretty high hit points, and is Bean going to try to come around here and give him a little "how's your father" from the old rear end? It looks like he probably is, so we're just going to start driving shells into the back end of this guy. Maybe we can clip him. Oh, no, we're going to track him. We're just going to keep thumping through there. He took a shot, and this poor guy is just hating life. One more shot for the kill, and boom, down he goes. The 50 TPPR doesn't do anything. There's nobody else ready to fire, and we have assassinated another nearly full hit point tank, and that is what a Batchat does, guys. That is the strength of this tank. He just took down a tier 9 heavy. Wasn't quite full hit points, but he had a lot of hit points. He just ate him within whatever that seconds was, 12, I guess, or so. And he heads back this way. The enemy scout dies. That's important, and we've evened it up. This is looking a lot better at 9 and 11. The enemy does have an artillery left. Might have been an opportunity to get back there and find their artillery, but it looks like he's going to metaflex back to the fight. We've got the zoom out mod, so we're getting a bit more of a view than we normally would. 4202 is coming in at the ST2, and here goes another guy. This guy's going to, oh, little auto aim. I think we got lazy right there. We eat a shot from the, what'd the grill do? The grill bounce. Okay. Are we going to get this shot off before the grill gets another shot? Down he goes. Back down low where the grill can't hit us. Ouch. No, he can hit us, and did. 756 damage. Well, there you go. Big games often have one or two pieces of luck along the way that keeps you in the fight. The artillery died, so that's very nice. At 414, it's nice not to have an artillery around. 414 hit points. That was a bit risky, I think. Just, yeah, I don't know. I might have just stayed behind that thing. Kind of surprised the Grill A didn't look for a shot on you. And here we are, folks. We've come back to the net. Uh-oh, I got spotted doing that. That's not good. This guy wants some. There's another 4502, 4202. How many of these bloody things are there? Oh, we got to bounce. We're just going to stand in. Can't. That 4202, unless he was ammo racked, had to be about that far from firing that second shot off. Oh my gosh, and now we are down to our last APCR clip. We're actually going to be short some rounds here, right? 1, 2, yes, we have 5 rounds. So we're going to be short some rounds. We have 2 short clips left. Managing clips on the ones that have a lot in the clip, like the 5 rounds, you press C a bunch of times, you're going to end up having to deal with sometimes short clips like this. He's got a 4 and a 3. I didn't watch the whole management as we went, as this was a first look. Wasn't paying close enough attention to it. But sometimes you get into these positions where you're not able to have a full clip. So Grill A is moving through the middle, and he just dies to the ST1. ST2. And now we're looking good, right? We got 2 scouts. We have one poor lonely Lurva who was last seen back here. There we go. We find him out in the open, and this is just going to go poorly. Thump. Thump. What's he doing? No, now he sees him. Thump. Oh, he missed. Poor guy. One more shot in for the kill, 441. That had to be a high roll, right? What is the damage on these, 440 or 390? We get a nice high roll for that last kill. 6 kills. Look at the damage as we were going. Did it really feel like that much damage? It really didn't, but he used his mobility, got around, used the clips wisely. A couple times I thought he stood in places that should have got him dead. But you know what? Fortune favors the bold. 7,232 damage, 189 assists, and 6 kills. A monster game in the Bat Chat 25T. That was like the old days with these things, where they just ran around roughshod over all the enemy teams. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for sending that in, Bean. We will see ya.